Hello.
I got my besties tryna text me. Yeah, we leaving in a minute. Is you ready? I said, look at this good, ain't easy. They said, go please, you get cheesy. Let's go. Move out the way. If you coming with the hate, better get out my face. No, it ain't my fault that you got bad taste. Don't come for me, you're gonna lose that race. Here we are, shine like a star. We rolling up in off a bar. The bouncers are friend, he knows who we are. Don't stop, turn it all up, let the beat go. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Tryna change vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't
Hello to all the audience on the live streaming right now. Well, we're back again and we'll continue this VMO session. But first of all, I would like to remind all the supporter teams, most importantly, the team supports for the participants number 9 until 15 to cheer for their ace. So now, let's continue the session. For participants number 9, please enter the stage. Well, hello Advan, how are you? Do you feel great about this?
Yeah, feel excited.
Okay. Well, you don't seem really excited, but I think you really prepared well for this presentation, right?
Thank you for that.
Okay. So, Advan, you will have 10 minutes to present your vision, mission, and oration. And you may start from now. Good luck.
First of all, hello judges, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a pleasure to welcome you today in my presentation. First of all, I would like to present myself. My name is Advan Dianaroem Kurtio. You can call me Advan, and I'm from Taxation Department at Unika Skio Pranoto Semarang. So today I would like to present about my vision and my mission. First, I would like to talk about my vision. Next. My vision is to improve economic students' consciousness to be more proactive in expressing and exploring themselves to become tougher person for the future. It means that the awareness to make action or to make a movement, it's something we have to do right now, because in our generation right now we also call that is an agent of change, that it means to us. So this movement can make us the great person and in the environment to make a best connection to future. To make a vision can be built, I have 3 missions that support it. They are: the first one is build positive communication to get a good relationship with each other, and the second is encouraging every student to be able to adapt, criticize, and put themselves in any condition, and the last is establish good networking and experience to develop the ability and knowledge with the others. So for the first point, that is build positive communication to get a good relationship with each other. Communication, it means that the process with delivering or receiving a message in idea from the partly one to the others, to influence the others and make a decision that can be the best for us. And this positive communication that I mean is we have to get a good relationship that is not cornered to one partly only, that the communication that we have built is then we have to break our minds at to facing the changes that facing us right now. So we have to able and we have to make ourselves is adaptable in any condition. And the last point is establish good networking and experience to develop the ability and knowledge with the others. It means for the first point and the second point, if we can do it and we can do it, we can the next stage and the finally stage, that is an experiment, an experience for us, because experience is the one of part that important in our general life, because every experience can make us shape for the better person and for the better us in any condition, and for the new experience by meeting new people or attending a new event that we have known before, it can make we can learn something new and we can do something new that we have known before. So I think that's all for my vision and my mission. Last but not least, I would like to say thank you for your participation in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Advan, for your presentation. You did really well. And now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. And Advan, you will have 5 minutes to answer the question from the judges. So, Jimmy, you may start to ask participant number 9.
Hello, Advan.
Hello.
Don't be nervous, okay? You've
Yes.
done great.
Thank you.
Can we see the missions again? Yeah, in your missions, you value communications and networking the most, right? So
Yes.
how do you make our students to have, just like you said, good networking, positive communications? What do you have so that our students can have these missions that you have also?
Okay, thank you for the questions. For my missions, I think, like what I said, the support system is what we need today, because we cannot live and we cannot get a situation just from our self-opinion. So we also have need the others' opinion and the others' insight, because I think that is can make us to be a better and the best person, that something new that we can know that from the others and can make ourselves is better and can fix ourselves to be better. I think it's for that mission, good communication.
How do you think we should do, what the students should do to get what you want? The good networking, the good communications?
Okay, thank you. I think a good networking can be success to do it with the activities that can we gather usually, like the event in faculty maybe can help us to get a new networking for us and get new experience for us. So from that we can make a new experience and make a networking too.
Okay, so the students must join events so that they can have this good networking and good communications. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Advan.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, I'm here, right? I don't know where are you looking at. Okay. My question: what will you do, or what will you feel? Yeah, what do you feel when, or if you fail an exam? What will you do if you fail an exam?
Exam.
Yeah, exam. What will you do if you fail? Maybe you get fail, yeah. What will you do?
If I fail,
Fail in exam.
maybe I can. I need to support with the others person because the company for the others is very important to me. To me, like, the 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 people is I think the best to teach me to make me comfortable and makes me better than before.
Okay.
Meeting new people and meeting new friends or that.
Okay. Okay, because ask you that question refer to your vision that you said that make our student become a tough person in the future. Because yeah, as a thesis coordinator, yeah, so far, yeah, what my experience when I saw my student fail the exam, they really cannot move on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They really cannot move on, and there any student didn't do the thesis again. That's why I said that their vision is related with our condition, yeah, in our faculty condition. But I think I need more program from you that can fulfill your vision. That's what I want to say. Okay, thank you, Adwen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you judges for the questions, and thank you Advan for your answers. You did really well, and now you may exit the room and pray for the best. Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on and listen to the presentation of participant number 10. Participant number 10, please enter the stage. Hello, Aurel. How do you feel right now?
Afraid, shocked, everything.
Okay, but I believe you already prepared your best, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Aurel, okay, you will have 10 minutes to present your vision, mission, and oration. And you may start. It's okay. And you may start from now. Good luck.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming here, lively and virtually. So today I'm going to present you about my vision and mission. About my vision and mission as one of the participants of EP. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Aurelia Carolina Gunawan. Everyone call me Aurel. I was born in Semarang on 12th of December 2003. I am now living in Tambak Mas, Tanah Mas, Semarang. I am a student of Sugio Pranata Catholic University, majoring in taxation, and I am now in the second semester. So yeah, let's move on to the next topic. I want to explain a little bit about what is EP itself. I think not many people know about this. Next. So, EP is stand for the words Economic and Business Ambassador. This is an annual event that aims to select talented students of FEB Sugio Pranata Catholic University. Then they will participate in some events. They will act as an ambassador or representatives of FEB, and they will participate in some events held in the university fields or in outside of the university. Next, let's be focused on what about my vision and mission. So my vision is to become an economic student who excels in all fields and develop student abilities according to their talents and interests. But so that the student will enthusiast, so that it can be useful for many people and for the environment. Why I choose this vision? Because I think everyone has their own talents and skills. Not everyone has a good skills in academic fields, and also not everyone has a good skills in non-academic fields. But everyone with the good, but everyone with the good skills in everyone with the good skills will easily excel in all fields. Next, I will explain about my missions. So the first mission is conduct many more trainings that are able to develop soft skills and hard skills. I think in developing soft skill and hard skill must be balanced because both of them are very useful for themselves. And then I think in developing soft skill and hard skill, everyone can excel in all fields. For example, in time management, and then public speaking, and of course in many things like solving problem, etc. Then the second mission is organizing activities that can hone creativity and productivity of students. Everyone can master something if it is based on what they like and according to their interests. As we know that in FEP there are some student activity units like WSM, KSI, Mahepala, sports, etc. I think from this student activity units, it will be a right place for students to improve their creativity and productivity, but they still can choose it based on what they can do and what they like. Yes. Then the last mission is establish good communication and good relationship with the students and also accommodate the aspirations of students about their talents and interests. I think sometimes many students are afraid to show their talents, and from this case I want to create a forum where everyone can visit it and give their aspiration privately, so they don't need to be afraid and shy to express their aspirations. So yeah, here we come to the end of my presentation. Here we come to the next presentation. I hope that my vision and mission will be useful for FEP students and to be FEP to grow to be better. And thank you for listening to my presentation.
Well, thank you so much for your presentations, Aurel. Well, you might seem pretty nervous or anxious at the first time, but at the end you did really good job. Well, now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. And Aurel, you will have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And you may start, pardon me, and so, Miss Agnes, you may start to ask participant number 10. Good luck.
Okay. Aurelia, please to view the mission. Okay. What do you think about good communication and good relationship with students, and also accommodate the aspiration of students about their talent and interest, then realizing it? Can you explain more about your third mission about good communication and good relationship, and accommodate the aspiration? Do you think so far the aspiration of the student is not what it called too difficult to share their aspiration, or in what ways? Can you explain more about your third mission?
Thank you, Titus, for the question. Now I will answer the question. For me, sometimes, as I mentioned about, before, that sometimes students are afraid to express their aspirations because I don't know the factor, but I think I want to make some forum maybe that maybe some club or anything. It will be consist of 2 people. Then the student will come to me or anything. Then they can say the aspiration. For example, they want to create a new student activity units. For example, they have a talents in cooking or anything. Then make student activity units for cooking talents like that.
I mean, in your opinion, is that the aspiration of the student is not accommodated yet?
I think yes. Sometimes the communication is less. I think not enough.
How about the faculty? Do you think not enough to accommodate the student aspirations?
I think it need more aspiration, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi Aurelia.
Yeah, hi.
Just like you said, you want our students to participate in activities. You want to organize activities that can hone creativity and productivity of students. Right now, after having a pandemic, the interest in organizations and activities are actually less than before. What do you think can make the students be more interested in organizations and activities?
Okay, thank you, Jesus, for the question. I think want to make an interest activities. If there is an interest activities, it will make the students want to join the organization or the activities like that.
So we need to make an interesting activities so that the students want to join the activities.
I think I have a program named FAP, one fine day with FAP. I think this activities is like a bazaar, but in this bazaar is fulfilled with the FAP people. For example, there is food stands. Then in the food stands, the students with cooking talents will fulfill the stand. Then, for example, another example is mini concert. Mini concert, but the FFP people will show in this concert. For example, the student will with singing talent, dancing talent, or music instrument talents. They can showing their talents in this concert like that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Aurelia.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, my question almost came with Mrs. Agnes about your mission. I think your mission already exists in our faculty. Webinar about soft skill, about hard skill, also aspiration day. I think they are already exist in our faculty. So what's the new program actually did you want to improve? Yes, so as if you selected as an ABAT 2022.
As I mentioned about before, maybe maybe the aspiration and sometimes many people afraid to express their aspiration. So I want it become privately. So just they say to me or
Sorry, because you cannot answer it yet, but thank you judges for the questions, and you already did really well for your presentation and your answers. But now all you can do is pray for the best, and now you may exit the room.
thank you, judges, and see you next time.
Thank you. Okay, so now we will listen to the presentation of participant number 11. To participant number 11, please enter the stage. Okay, so how are you feeling right now? Do you feel pretty nervous?
A little nervous.
But you ready to present your VMO, right?
I'm ready,
Are you confident enough?
confident.
So, Misael, so maybe you can do a little talk before your presentation. How long does you to prepare your VMO?
1 week.
Only for 1 week, okay.
Yes.
So it's all done in 1 week, and where do you get your inspiration from? Googling, or do you ask your friends or anything?
Help googling, help for myself.
From your experience in Ghana.
Yes.
Okay, so now, Misael, you will start your presentation about your vision, mission, and vision, and you will have 10 minutes to present it. And start from now. Good luck.
Firstly, I want to say hello to judges, hello Ma'am Agnes, hello Ma'am Kita, and hello Mr. Jimmy. Now I will start my presentation about vision and mission and Orasi. Let me introduce myself. Next. Firstly, I have 3 table contents. First, introduction. Second, vision, and third, oration. Next. Now I will introduction myself. I am Misael Stefano Satianto, and you can call me Misael. I'm from Taxation Jogja Pranata Catholic University, and now I'm going in 2nd semester. And now I have a little Visi apart, and I'm one of students in Faculty Economy and Business. So now I learn how to have a good time management. Next. First, I will tell you about what is vision and mission. Vision is the main reason for the formation of the institution, and this is so basic that it's impossible for an organization to be found without a vision. Well, the mission in general a series of things that are done to achieve a vision. Next. And what is the function of vision and mission? The function of vision and mission can make it easier Vision and mission can make it easier for the workforce to clearly understand what the goals of their work are. Therefore, the vision and mission of an institution or organization are very influential in increasing the motivation and enthusiasm of its members in working and realizing the goals or vision of the organization. Next. First, I will tell my vision. My vision is to become a community that has excellence in economics and business in the fields of academics, research, and service based on Christian value. And I think Christian value is very, very important for this vision. Next. And now I will tell you about my mission. I have 5 missions. First, organize education and conduct research, and is supported by excellent and quality community service and leadership potential. Second, build cooperation and establish good relation with institutions at home and abroad. Next, next point, improving and developing university and faculty continuously. Effort, build commitment, cohesiveness, and competence to realize and maintain faculty tradition. And last, encourage the realization of economic and business management that is friendly to environment and also to others. Next. So enough for my presentation about my vision and mission Orasi. Thank you for the time and thank you for hearing my presentation.
Well, Misael, thank you so much for your presentation. You did really well. And now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. And Misael, we will have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And so, Miss Gita, you may start to ask participant number 11.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Misael.
Hello, Miss Gita.
Hello. Nervous?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Now
maybe.
very nervous, not little.
Yeah, it's normal, but don't to be so nervous because it's to look in your face that. Yeah. Okay, don't be nervous. My question about your mission. Maybe Multimed can show it in the screen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's okay. My question about your mission, they are conduct research. Conduct research. Is it true that what you mean is to increase research among students?
Yes.
Really? Because it's very rare.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, what will you do to increase their willing, yes, to do research?
Maybe for the research have many new method to have a new method research. So if there are many methods, the research will have a good research.
Okay, it's about the methodology research. How about to motivate our students so they want to do research?
To motivate our student can have many technique. Maybe can tell from friends, tell from teacher and others, and the other methods is to motivation is have a brochure or have a poster to give a motivation.
Okay, did you ever doing project research with your lecturers?
Sorry?
Did you ever do a project research?
For now, no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Gita.
Okay, can show the mission, please. Okay, interesting about your mission. Third mission, improving and developing university and faculty continuously, so that they can support all effort to achieve excellence. How can you improving and developing university and faculty? In what ways you will improving and developing university and faculty continuously?
What ways? Maybe my answer same like I answered the question from Miss Gita. Firstly, have many methods to achieve a good project to excellent to achieve excellence and find the best methods to can get the best excellence.
I mean, how can you improving and developing the university? Is the student is what you mean, or the university and the faculty? Because your sentence is improving and developing university and faculty continuously.
From my sentence, I mean improving for student.
Yeah, okay.
And so improving for student and from student. Who have get achieve excellence is here is student too.
Okay.
Hello, Misael.
Hello.
In your last missions, you said you want to encourage the realization of economic and business management that is friendly to the environment and also to others. What side of the economic and business management that you think are not friendly enough for the environment?
Maybe if have to do economic method like apa ya? Like sell people to people, not online but on site. If have a bad environments, maybe can have a bad achieve too.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you judges for the questions, and thank you Miss Al for great presentations and great answers too. But now all we can do is wait and pray for the best. And now you may exit the room.
Thank you for all judges.
Well, now we're going to moving on and listen to the presentation of participants number 12. Well, for participants number 12, please enter the stage. Whoa. Hello Stanley, how are you?
Pretty good.
Okay, pretty good. So, are you confident about your presentation?
100%.
Okay, well, he is 100% sure about his presentation, so he prepared his best. So, Stanley, you will have 10 minutes to present your VMO, and you may start from now. Good luck.
Everyone will be die. So do the best when you still alive. Hello everyone, my name is Stanley Sanders. Respectful to judges, participants, and committees in here. First of all, let me introduce myself. Next, you can see the cool people in there. It's so handsome and still. My name is Stanley Sanders, and I'm from accounting department, exactly from faculty economic and business. That is my little introduce. If you want to know me more deeply, you can chat me in Instagram or in WhatsApp, especially if you're woman. I'm kidding. Okay, next. Yeah, this is my vision when I'm becoming a brand ambassador of faculty economic and business 2022. First is making students who are skilled and communicative. Communicative for what? Communicative for the relation of a good relationship between the lecturer, student, and the important thing is the entire extended family of Sugio Pranoto campus. For support my vision, I have 3 missions. Okay, next. Yes, this picture is communication, communicate. Firstly, I want to make students able to build communication well. because I have some experience in the class. After the pandemic situation, we do some offline class, and student and another student not talk anymore about their friends. It can make some class is very passive, I think. Okay, next. Yes, this picture is about a concern. I would make greeting student who have a high level of concern. I will give some example. When I'm in the class, sometimes the lecturer have a problem about the projector or the screen, but some student don't help the lecturer. We can take some conclusion. The student don't have a high level of concern. If the student have a high level of concern, the student can ask to the teacher or the lecturer, "Ma'am or sir, can I help you?" Why always the lecturer asks to the student, "Anyone to help me?" This is a conclusion. We can take some conclusion. The student in Sugio Prano Catholic University, many students have a low level of concern. Okay, next, the third is, this is a this picture is people confused. So, I want to make students quick in decision making and dare to act. Because this is connecting to first mission and second mission. After we can build some communication well, and then we creating high level of concern, we must take some action. Because without action, it is not make sense. And this communication, after we communicate to another friends, and then we have a high level of concern, we must take some action and quick in decision making. Okay, next. For support my mission, I have some program. My program is by holding a forum. For what? For discussion. And then for socialization. And the third is solve the problem. Why I create some forum? Next. My program reason is because the student morale and spirit of the student has decreased, especially during the pandemic situation. A time when students do everything, courses in the online. This is make a student are so very lazy, and then not interact face to face. So this is making student not active in the class and not active to communicate, interact with another friends. Okay, next. This is my draft forum discussion and problem solving. First, the creation, we must know what is forum. Forum is, the creation of this discussion forum is for a place. For a place we have a conversation with many people to talk about the important matters. If we in the campus, especially about the campus, and ask for approval from member in discussion forum. Okay, next. The goal is to discuss what students complain about when studying, and we can make some decision. Because I know many students in Unica have some problem and don't have a place for speak up their problem. Okay, next. The third is for give some aspiration and minds can also be conveyed openly without fear of gaps. And between the lecturer, student, and also the forum committee. Because I know many students in Unica Sugio Pranto have an amazing aspiration, have amazing of minds, but we don't have a place for speak up the aspiration and minds. Okay, next. This is a socialization forum, the goal of socialization forum. With the socialization forum, we can make socialization about all matters related to the campus, especially department, faculties, and universities. Because after I read some book of Sugio Pranoto history, Sugio Pranoto have a good of history, amazing history, but I'm sorry, a little socialization about that. So many students don't know what is MGR Sugio Pranoto and history about Unika Sugio Pranoto. Many students don't know. So I suggest to create some socialization forum. And also with this socialization forum, it can also train student skill both academically and non-academically. This is the important thing because in socialization forum we can creating student with skill. We can give some motivation to student who had a hard problem in the campus. We can discuss, make some decision. I will give some example. Before I create this forum, suggest this forum, I talked to my friends in one of private college in Malang. They say in the pandemic situation, they create some forum for solve problem. What is the problem? When the pandemic situation, the lecturer cannot write in the whiteboard. So some lecturer is don't give the material after the class. And we know some student is have a bad connection when we do some online class. So in that forum, my friends and their friends is create some decision. After the class, the lecturer must give the material. It's about PPT and etc. So with this forum, we can increase our student skill and then make some decision. And one of the important thing, after the student give some aspiration and minds, we must give some feedback. Campus must give some feedback because many students is give some aspiration and some suggest to campus, and campus don't give some feedback anything. It can, I think this is a big problem. And the last, if the student already know themselves, no matter what the situation, online or offline, they will remain enthusiastic in the learning. That's all from me, Stanley Sanders. Next, do you have a question? Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Stanley, for your presentation. Well, you did a really well presentation, and I believe all the audience and the judges too is also entertained by the beginning of your presentations. Well, but now it's not the end. We are going to move on to the Q&A sessions. And Stanley, you will have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And so, Jimmy, you may start to ask participant number 12.
Hello, Stanley Sanders. I really like your presentation. You've done a pretty great presentation. You make the program detailed and you take it from your experience. Now, for my questions, you have such a great programs, but how will you make the students attracted to your programs, your forums? Because just like you said, after the pandemic, students tend to be more or less active. So how do you encourage them to be more active and join your program?
Thank you for the question. Firstly, for make students to interact with my program, we must create some committee. And the committee must be trained. After the committee is trained and have a skill, the committee also can do some conversation with their friends. Oh, I'm joined to this forum. This forum is so interactive. So with conversation, little conversation from friends to committee and their friends, it can make a big habit, I think a good habit. So first we must create some committee, and then we must socialization about this forum and the benefit. I think student must be interact. If the student think, oh yeah, with this forum I can solve my problem. With this forum I can do some aspiration. With this forum, this committee is give me feedback. I think the student must be so interact with that. The student not interact because the committee and the campus don't give some feedback and don't make some decision with that forum. Just take them that aspiration and not do anything. So I think if we wanna make some student interact to our program, to my program, we must create some committee and then socialization. What is the benefit about that forum? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Stanley.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I like your VMO video, especially in the opening. Yeah, I watched it last night. Yeah, and it made me laugh. Thank you. Yeah. My question about maybe the aspiration. What will you do if your aspiration is rejected by campus, by university? What will you do if your aspiration rejected by our university? Okay.
Thank you for the question. First of all, before the rejected, I think campus is it also discussed to my forum and my aspiration rejected. We must discuss. And firstly, I must ask why the campus rejected my aspiration. And then after I know the reason, maybe I can think again and change my aspiration if not, my aspiration is not matched with campus. But if the reason is not, maybe I don't receive that, maybe I can ask again, and then I will push the campus for do my aspiration, because with this little thing, this forum, little forum, we can create a big good habit. Good habit can be changed, because based on history, Unika is create technology before the pandemic situation, and the student is don't know that, and the student in Unika don't know how to use the technology because a little of socialization. So my aspiration, we must discuss again why my aspiration be rejected. This is about the mental of the student. I think the technology in Unika is very amazing, but the mental and spirit of the student is decreased, especially in pandemic situation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. I like your confidence.
I really concerned about the gap communication between student and the lecturer. What opinion about that? How can you make a good environment about communication between lecturer and student about that gap?
First of all, about this discussion forum, we must make some rules. In this forum, we must not afraid about anything. If the student not afraid to give some aspiration and inspiration, it can make some.
Well, sorry we don't have enough time, but I bet you already did your best and answered the question from the judges with all your best. So thank you judges for your questions, and thank you Stanley for your presentations and answer. And now you may wait and pray for the best. Thank you.
We must do the best for ourselves and help together to be better each other. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stanley. Well, he ends it with a perfect sentence from Stanley. So now we're going to listen to the presentation of from participant number 13. To participant number 13, please enter the stage. Hello, Felia. How are you?
Good.
Oh, I think you seem pretty nervous. Am I right?
Yes.
But you are ready to present your VMO? Okay, so Felia, you will have 10 minutes to present your vision, mission, and oration. And you may start from now.
Good luck. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation, and it's an honor to meet you here. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Bernadetta Oxavelia Santa, and I'm from Taxation Study Program. And in this occasion, I would like to share about my vision and mission. Next. First, let me start with my vision. My vision is to make students of Economic and Business faculty intellectual and enthusiastic in learning by having wide open way of thinking, by respecting others without barriers of race, nation, religion, or various cultural backgrounds, to be a prime student. And why am I choose this for my vision? Because I think Indonesia is very rich in culture. Various races from east to west Indonesia are countless. And Indonesia don't have just one religion to that. Indonesia have 6 religions. And I want to make the student from Economic and Business faculty in Unika respect other people, not from Indonesia, but from abroad too, and not only that they met in offline occasion, but online too, such in social media. And I think if they respected other fellow human beings, they can be a student who are open-minded and intellectual, so that they can be a prime student. Next is my mission. I created my vision considering Unika vision that to become an academic community that excel in education, research, and development service based on Christianity values, love, justice, and honesty. Now let me start with my first mission. Opens the opportunity to bring 3 study programs closer with a positive activity with Christianity spirit. I want to strengthen the relationship between 3 study program, and the students can get to know each other better, not only from the study program that they took, but also all the students in Economic and Business faculty in Sudio Pranoto Catholic University. I think by holding an activities or anything based on Christianity spirit and Christian values, namely love, justice, and honesty. And the second is do various services in humanitarian matters so it can be an example to other students. I also want to develop myself to become a better human at Unika. I want to directly involve if their humanitarian activities, and I can also bring my friends or other people to participate in humanitarian activity too, so that they can be motivated in participating in humanitarian activities. And the last is increase students' awareness of the importance of respecting others even though they are different religion, race, or cultural backgrounds. As I said in the beginning, that I think respecting others, fellow human beings, is a must. If we respected other people, then we can be respected by other people too. And I think that if we can increase this, the students in Unika Sugi Pranoto can have an open-minded thinking and intellectual to become a prime student. So that's it for my vision and mission. I hope that my vision and mission can also help other students to become a better individual, and also help the Faculty of Economic and Business at Sugio Pranoto Catholic University excel in student achievement. And I also hope that my vision and mission not only stop in Unica students, but also spread wherever they are, as them being the role models. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Velia, for your presentation. You did really well. But now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. Velia, you'll have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And Miss Kita, you may start to ask participant number 13.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Velia.
Hello.
Hello. I think you nervous, right? Yeah, maybe you can take a breath first. Yeah, you. Okay, you don't cry. Okay. I'm interested with your program. Maybe you can show it. Oh yeah, your mission. Yeah, increase student awareness of the importance of respecting each other. Did you experience about that? That our student not respecting each other, maybe about religion, culture, and the other.
I think I don't experience this in Unica, but I think in senior high school I have experienced it once, I think.
Okay. Maybe you can tell more about that mission and the program. What will you do to increase the importance of respecting each other to our students?
I think I can make a gathering, and so that the students can make friends with others and just have fun with each other without looking for races or nation or religion.
Okay. Do you think our student will join that gathering? Yeah, because already studying is make them tired. Do you think they will join that gathering? How will you promote that?
I hope.
I hope. Okay.
I think I can also make a poster or what, so that it can increase about this awareness.
Okay, thank you. Maybe in poster you must state what kind of benefit, so it will attract our student to join that. Okay, thank you, Velia.
Okay, in system point, there is a community dedication, pengabdian pada masyarakat. Many students said that it's difficult to fulfill. I see in your mission is do various services in humanitarian matters, so it can be an example to other students. I think this is the answer, but the question is what kind of various services in humanitarian did you mean in this sentence?
I think it's if other people need help, we can also can do humanitarian services, or if there is disaster or natural disaster, we can also help them too.
I mean what exactly
I just thinking that the help people, like just that.
Hello, Velia.
Hello.
Don't be nervous, okay? So my question is, The focus of your presentation is about the differences in the students' racism and things like that. And you said that you want to make a gathering to overcome this problem. What do you think in your grade gathering, what part of your gathering will overcome this problem? Because in most of gathering there are still racism and still people still see differences in them.
I think I can do seminar. So involving this team with this team so that they can educate it with the gathering. Yes. That's it.
So you will make a seminar to tell them
Yes.
about this racism. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you judges for the questions and Velia for your great answers. But now all you can do is wait and pray for the best. So now Velia, you may exit the room.
Thank you, judges and all.
Okay. Okay, so now we will listen to the presentation of participant number 14. To participant number 14, please enter the stage. Hello Age, how are you feeling right now?
A little bit nervous, but I hope I can do it well.
Well, but you are ready for the presentation, right?
Of course.
Okay, Age. So now you will present your vision, mission, and oration, and you will have 10 minutes to present it. And you may start from now. Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, judges and everyone here, and also good afternoon to the viewers in YouTube who are watching me now. My name is Ariel Chris. My student number is 21C10063, and I'm from Management Department. Okay, we can start the VMO presentation. So, for those of you guys who are watching and who are wondering what is EBA, or Economic and Business Ambassadors, let me tell you, EBA is an annual event that to find talented students who are deserve to be the ambassadors of this faculty. Next. A little background about me. Back in high school, I think I was long to stay in my comfort zone. And why I choose to be the participant of EBA is because I'm willing to push myself to grow and to push my own limits. That's why I choose to join EBA, and I want to push my English, my also to my public speaking. Next. That's why for this vision and mission, I create my own vision. My vision is to invent and prepare Faculty of Economic and Business for the adaptation to the new normal era by strengthening three values. There are leadership, collaboration, and also productivity. So, why we have to prepare for the new normal era? What I mean in the new normal era is not because of the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, but also as you can see now, there are many changes in this new normal era. For example, in the technologies and also politics. And as the youngsters, we have to strengthen these three main values. The first one is leadership. As we all know, in our age, we are pushed to be prepared because later on we are the leaders for this country. And also the second value that I want to push here is the collaboration. Here we have to push the collaboration because we have to build the communication with our friends and also for the people around us. And the third one is productivity. It's now online era, or we can say it's now changing again to offline era. So we have to be more productive in our works. That's why, because the competition later in the working world, it's very tough. So we have to prepare ourselves to be more productive. Next. So there are 3 missions to push this vision. The first one is to strengthen education based on the concern of awareness and of change. As I explained before, the changes is very big new normal. So we have to be ready for all of these changes. The second one is to encourage the ability to have good and constructive connections between internal and external campuses. Here I want to push the connection between external and campuses, because later on when we are graduated, and also when we join the working world, we are not really surprised, but in the other hand, we have to be ready for it. And the third one is to create an environment and culture that is passionate to learn about new things and for the betterment of this faculty. Here, I also want to push that about learning new things is very good for us, especially learning new things from other people. That's why I think these 3 missions are all connected to each other. Next. So before I push this vision and missions, of course it started from my own goals and what I do to interpret this vision and mission to this faculty. The first one is to be diligent. Diligent means that, of course, we have to do our tasks or our coursework. We have to join the class because, we have to pay expensive for this university. So by that we have to be diligent with joining the class or joining organizations, so that we can have the values that we can take from this university. The second one, is to be supportive. Here means is that we have to be supportive, a friend, to be a supportive friend for our friend. Is that when our friends joining organizations or our friends joining competition like this, we have to support others, so we can have a better connections also with our friends. So, and then the third one is acceptance. Here, for maybe some of us feel like if our lectures push us to or hit us with some words that are not really good in our heart or in our ears, that what I want to push here also is that we have to accept the words from our lectures or maybe our parents, because back again, the word or the sayings from the older ones are for our goodnesses. So, and we can grow better with their word also. Next. Okay, that's all from my presentation. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Arki, for your amazing presentation. But now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. So, Age, you will have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And Miss Gita, you may start to ask participant number 14. Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Agi.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, Agi. I want to ask you a question about your mission, the create an environment and culture that is passionate to learn about new things. Okay, because pandemic era really make our student, we call kaum rebahan, and your mission, you want to pursue them to learn about new things.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can tell me more about that mission, how the program to realize that mission. Maybe you can try to me. Yeah, I'm one of student that I don't want to do anything except study. Okay.
Okay, let me.
Mm-mm.
Okay, sorry. Let me restart. So, I think it's based on myself, based on me is that why I want to be ready for the working era later. That is my realization now. But maybe some of the other people or some of my friends haven't realized that. So even that all the lecturers or parents that are older say something, you have to be ready, blah 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 blah. But I think back again, it's all about the self-realization. But on the other hand, we as friends or lecturers and parents can only help them by saying the good stuff like you have to be ready later, or you have to be good in the university. So I think to push learn about new thing is that it starts from ourselves first. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. In your second mission, you said that encourage the ability to have good and constructive connection between internal and external campuses. Did you mean the constructive connection between internal and external, especially for external campuses, is just, as far as I know, it's just doing comparative study. Did you mean, is that what you mean, or have you any idea about the other ways to create or to build the constructive connection between external campuses?
Yeah, okay, thank you, Miss Agnes. Actually, I guess that I don't know if we realize it or not, but I realize it. We have so many events, right, in FAP, like, for example, EcoMotion or WhoFest, something like that. Now, that it also inquires external people from the external, you know what I mean? From external. For example, that if we ask to ask the venue or what, so that's from that we know the people from the external. Okay, that's A. And then maybe in the next year from the program, maybe we know these people from the external, so we can say that we can choose this as maybe our vendors, something like that. That's what I mean.
Doing the program in outside the campuses is called external campuses constructive connection.
Yes, for my opinion, yes, and also maybe later on if we are graduated or we are outside of the campuses, we know this from the people from the external, that we know them already.
Okay. Enough for me.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, judges, for the questions and Aki for your great answers.
Yes, thank you.
And now you can exit the room and pray for the best.
Yes. Thank you, judges and everyone here.
Okay, thank you. Well, now I cannot believe it that we already listened to 14 participants' presentations. And now we're already at the last presentations, which is yes, it is participants number 15. So, to participant number 15, please enter the stage. Hello, Jovan. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay. So, are you confident about your VMO?
Absolutely.
Okay, I see. Well, I like your confidence, Jovan. So, Jovan, you will have 10 minutes to present your vision, mission, and oration. And you may start from now. Good luck.
So good afternoon, everyone, the honorable judges, the amazing committees, and the online viewers wherever you are right now. I hope you are staying safe. It's my pleasure to be here, standing in front of you as one of the participants who will deliver his vision and mission. But before that, I would like you to get to know me better. Next slide, please. My name is Jonathan Vanual, and people usually call me Jovan. It's an abbreviation of Jonathan and Vanual. My student ID number is 21.G1.0039, which means I am studying accounting. And it is written there, deeply grateful, highly motivated, totally committed, and constantly evolving. Those four phrases are the motto of my life, which I have always upheld. Well, I'm not the one who created the four phrases. It actually came from an Indian actress and entrepreneur, Lara Bupati, that I realized how good those phrases are. Deeply grateful means that whatever happens to you, you know how to still be thankful, because you know for everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the heaven. Highly motivated means that you know your goals and your purpose and are determined to make it into reality. Totally committed means that once you find what sets your soul on fire, you wholeheartedly dedicate yourself. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And so are you constantly evolving yourself. But we are not the only one who is evolving. Our world is doing the same thing. And in fact, every time the sun rises, it brings a new chance and a new change. Next slide, please. Anatole France once said in her mother language, French, pour accomplir de grandes choses, nous devons de seulement tâcher, mais aussi rêver. Non seulement planifier, mais aussi croire. Or in English, it means to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. And as a dream believer, I believe that if we want to go to a certain point, and in order to understand where we want ourselves to be in this life, we must have a clear vision over our life. Next slide, please. So as the participants of Economics and Business Ambassador, I come with a vision that is, next slide. To make Economics and Business Ambassador a platform for students of Faculty of Economics and Business to sharpen their adaptive behavior, critical thinking skills, and the courage to speak their voice based on the value of our faculty, commitment, cohesiveness, and competence. Let me walk you through it. Next slide. Some of you maybe have familiar with this sentence, iron sharpened iron. So a man sharpened his friend. We need each other to sharpen ourselves. That is why on the right side of my PowerPoint presentation, you will see a picture, a drawing of holding hands. Because we are fearfully and wonderfully made to not just exist in this world, but to sharpen one another. Next slide. Remember the four phrases that become my life motto? See how the last phrase is very related to become an adaptable person. Our world is changing, and so we also need to be an adaptive person to get ready for what the future holds in store for us. For what no eyes have seen, nor ears have heard what lies ahead of. Critical thinking helps us to deal with everyday problems as they come our way. It helps us think independently and to trust our gut feelings. And we are all in the fields of economy and business. Critical thinking is needed for our fast-growing economies, since our future depends on technology, information, and innovation. Next slide. But what's the point of having a brilliant critical thinking skills when you can't speak your voice? That is why I want to encourage everyone to speak their voices for what is right and for what they believe in. Because I'm not saying speak the ego or echo the voice, but instead it is speak your voice. Because everyone's voice matters and everyone deserves to be heard. Next slide. And to support my vision, I come with two missions. The first mission is that in order to become adaptive and having critical thinking skills, the first mission is to creating a group of fun discussion where students can join to sharpen their critical thinking skills. As I said earlier, we are here to sharpen one another. Therefore, my first mission is supported by groups, not only individual. And I think this also promotes inclusivity, where all students are welcome, valued, and respected for who they are, regardless of differences. And in order to have the bravery to speak their voices, the second mission is to promote an active culture for students to speak for what is right and for what they believe in. That will be the end for my vision and mission presentation. My name is Jonathan Farnwell from Accounting Department. From the bottom of my heart, I do apologize if any of my words are less pleasing. Thank you.
Well, what an amazing presentation. Thank you so much, Jovan, for your presentation. But now we're going to move on to the Q&A sessions. So Jovan, you will have 5 minutes to answer the questions from the judges. And to Jimmy, you may start to ask participant number 15.
Hello, Jovan.
Hi.
You look nervous. I like your presentation. Well, I want to ask about your visions that you said you want the students of our faculty to be more adaptive. What do you think can support these visions? Because in this pandemic era, especially when we already go back to our offline classes, it still feels like an online classes where students tend to be less active, less interactive with each other. What do you think can tackle this problem?
So yes, I do feel that students still feel like they were in online classes well they were actually in offline classes, and that is actually happening to my classes several times. So yeah, that is why I came with this vision. But to be more adaptive, I think that students need, well, it takes time. Absolutely, it takes time. Everything takes time. And it might take a little bit longer since the pandemic occurs 2 years ago. And yeah, for the 2 years straight, we were studying at home, learning everything at home. And suddenly there is a change where it all went offline. It all went offline at only one time. So from now, I think it still takes time for them to be more adaptive in this offline. But yes, I think that I do believe that our micro effort will have a huge macro effects if we work together as a community. And I think we should make class more interactive. It all starts by one person. When one person starts an example, I believe that the other will follow.
Okay, so you hope that from the individuals start being active, so it will affects the others.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Jovan.
Hi.
Don't be nervous. You have done great big things, right? Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you a question about a group of fun discussion. Yeah, and in their group, yeah, you do to improve students' critical thinking, right? Okay. Imagine that I'm one of accounting student, or no, not accounting. Economic and business faculty student. Try to promote me about that program, about that group. Yeah, not only poster, but as able you must to promote that program.
Promote personally to one
Yes,
person only.
yes. Okay, try to me.
So, Miss Gita, I come here with a vision. I come here with a mission of creating a group of fun discussion. Would you like to join?
What kind of benefit that I can get if I join that group?
Well, we will having a fun discussion about lately economics topic, and maybe you will find yourself more interesting about one topic or another, and absolutely you will find a new friend to discuss together, and of course the critical and adaptive skills.
Oh, but I already have a lot of time to study. I don't have much time to do that group. Sorry,
Well, I think
Jovan.
that's okay because we are here as the name is fun discussion. So we are here to study, and if you want to study together about your topic, it is okay.
Okay. What about if I said no?
Sorry?
No, if I said no to join that group.
Well, it's okay because there is no requirements to join the group, or if you don't want to, then that's okay. But I'm glad if everyone will like it, so that we all will be learning together.
Okay. Thank you, Jovan. Because maybe you will feel that situation, yeah, when you promote that group, yeah. A lot of our students, yes, they really like to say no. No, next time please. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Saya minta waktunya sebentar. Okay, I want to ask your opinion about the organization, economic organization. What do you think about economics organization? Is that fun enough or not?
I'm sorry, the timer is done.
Just answer my question.
Would you please repeat the question?
Okay. What do you think about the economic organization? Is that fun enough or not?
You mean the unit kegiatan mahasiswa
student organization,
such as kelompok studi investasi or BEM, Senat?
Student organization, BEM, HMPS, or UKM?
Well, I haven't joined any of them, but I am a committee of HMPSA in several activities, and I think it is fun enough. It is fun enough. We have to think differently. We have to think together to solve the problem. Sometimes the problem, we didn't expect the problem, but eventually we came up with other ideas. So yeah, I guess it is fun enough already.
Well, thank you so much, judges, for the questions, and Jovan for the great presentations and your great answers. But now all you can do is pray for the best, and now you may exit the room.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Well, yes, this was the last presentations from our participants, which is participant number 15. But please still stay tuned on the live streaming because we're going to have a break time for the most awaited part, which is the announcement of Grand Finals EBA 2022. But beforehand, I would like to give a big shout out to Nasmoko, Oti Fried Chicken, Redland Property, Arta Transmega, Telu Logistik Indonesia, Alphalink, Kodokami, and Tonggo Bakery as the sponsors of EBA 2022. So, before we move on to the most awaited part, now we will back after this break time until 2 p.m. So, make sure to be back on time, or I suggest you all to just stay on the live streaming to make sure you won't miss the announcement. So, see you!
I got my besties trying to text me. Yeah, we leaving in a minute. Is you ready? I said, look at this good, ain't easy. They said, go savage, look at cheesy. Let's go. Move out the way. If you coming with the hate, better get out my face. No, it ain't my fault that you got bad taste. Don't come for me, you're gonna lose that race. Here we are, shine like a star. We pulling up in off the bar. The bouncers are friendly, knows who we are. Don't stop, turn it all up, let the beat go. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Charlie Sheen vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go back okay, friends, only real ones here. Having hate in your heart that was so last year. Back I top a couple bottles, make the pain disappear. Think I'm in a no road, making games this year. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Charlie Sheen vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go back like a rock star, I'm living. Your real got me grinning. Money won't keep me spinning. La 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 la.
Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Orasi Chicken. Dengan senang hati.
Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin serunya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. Oti Fried Chicken, ayam gue beda.
Come on, y'all.
Hello.
I got my besties trying to text me. Yeah, we leaving in a minute. Is you ready? I said, looking this good ain't easy. They said, go savage, you can cheesy. Let's go. Don't got the way. If you coming with the hate, better get out my face. No, it ain't my fault that you got bad taste. Don't come for me. You're gonna lose that race. Here we are, shine like a star. We pulling up in off a bar. The bouncers are friendly, knows who we are. Don't stop, turn it all up, let the beat go. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Try to shake vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go back. Okay, friends, only real ones here. Having hate in your heart that was so last year. Back I top a couple bottles, make the pain disappear. Think I'm in the new world, making games this year. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Try to shake vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go back. Like a rock star, I'm living. Your ear got me grinning. Money won't keep me spinning. La 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 la.
Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Orasi Chicken. Dengan senang hati.
Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin serunya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. Oti Fried Chicken, ayam gue beda.
Come on, y'all.
Hello.
I got my besties tryna text me. Yeah, we leaving in a minute. Is you ready? I said, look at this good, ain't easy. They said, go savage, you get cheesy. Let's go. Move out the way. If you coming with the hate, better get out my face. No, it ain't my fault that you got bad taste. Don't come for me, you're gonna lose that race. Here we are, shine like a star. We pulling up in off a bar. The bouncers are friendly, knows who we are. Don't stop, turn it all up, let the beat drop. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Trying to change vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go, but you no fake friends, only real ones here. Having hate in your heart, that was so last year. Back I top a couple bottles, make the pain disappear. Think I'm in the new world, making games this year. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Trying to change vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go, but you like a rock star, I'm living. Your girl got me running. Money won't keep me spinning. La 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 la.
gila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Orasi Chicken. Dengan senang hati.
Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy OT dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di OT Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin serunya makan ayam crispy di OT Fried Chicken. OT Fried Chicken, ayam gue beda.
Come on, y'all.
Hello.
I got my besties tryna text me. Yeah, we leaving in a minute. Is you ready? I said, look at this good, ain't easy. They said, go savage, you get cheesy. Let's go. Move out the way. If you coming with the hate, better get out my face. No, it ain't my fault that you got bad taste. Don't come for me, you're gonna lose that race. Here we are, shine like a star. We rolling up in off a bar. The bouncers are friendly, knows who we are. Don't stop, turn it all up, let the beat jump. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Tryna change vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go, but you fake friends, only real ones here. Having hate in your heart, that was so last year. Back on top, a couple bottles make the pain disappear. Think I'm in no road making games this year. La 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 la. Like a rock star, I'm living. Tryna change vibes, I'm winning. I don't stop, I'm just beginning. So if you ain't go, but you like a rock star, I'm living. Your hair got me burning. Money won't keep me spinning. La 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 la.
Well, good afternoon everyone and all the audience on the live streaming right now. Yes, we're now back to the most awaited moment, which is the announcement of 6 grand finalists of EBA 2022. But beforehand, let all the participants come here first. Okay, please welcome all the 15 participants of EBA 2022. Well, now the room is very crowded as you can see, but Okay, it's okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, now we can see all the 15 faces of the participants of EBA 2022. And yes, I am so thrilled for this part, which is the announcement of the grand finalists. Well, I suppose all the participants here, heartbeats per minute is over 100 right now. So, I believe too that they all already gave their best and pray for the best. But before I announce the 6 grand finals of EBA 2022, I also want to shout out to our judges who accompany us from the morning till now, to Miss Agnes, Miss Gita, and Jimmy. And please give the biggest applause to all the participants today who have fought really well to be on this stage right now. Okay, so now to the most thrilling moment. Without further ado, the 6 grand finalists of EBA 2022 with a total score 7.40 from Management Department is congratulations to Ariel Grace! Please step up, Ariel Grace. You may come from. Yes, congratulations, Ariel Grace. And now, I'm going to announce for the 5th grand finalist of EBA 2022 with total score 7.45 from Accountant Department is congratulations to Margareta Ivana. Please step forward here. Okay, so now we're going to the 4th grand finalist. The 4th grand finalist of EBA 2022 with total score 7.52 from Taxation Department is congratulations to Teresa Gadis. Okay, now we're getting closer and closer. There's only 3 people left that is going to be the grand finalists of EBA 2022. And the 3rd grand finalist of EBA 2022 with a total score 7.54 from Accounting Department is congratulations to Michael Putra Santoso. Well, I can feel all the participants' heartbeat right now. Well, most of them are very surprised right now, but well, the show must continue. So now, the 2nd grand finalist of EBA 2022 with total score 7.57 from Management Department is congratulations, Chinese Malaysia! Woo! Well, this is getting excited, right? But now, for the last one, and the 1st grand finalist of EBA 2022 who has the highest score among all of them with a total score 7.63 from Accounting Department is congratulations to Jonathan Bonwell! Woo! Well, congratulations to all 6 grand finalists of EBA 2022. Let's give the loudest claps for them. Well, you guys gave all your blood, sweat, and tears, and it all being paid today. And for the other participants who stand tall until now, this moment, please give the loudest applause to them too. Well, they fought really well, and I believe these moments will be engraved on their memories, and you guys, all of you guys, should be proud to participate on this sensational event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 grand finalists of EBA 2022. And these 6 finalists will be on the grand final of EBA on 25th June 2022. Once again, I'm very grateful for the time spared from our judges, Miss Agnes, Miss Gita, and Jimmy. And thank you to all the participants that are here today on VMO session. And before we end our session today, let's show our pride as Unika Sugio Pranoto students and sings Mars Unika. Please put your fist on your left chest, and to multimedia team, please cue the song. Thank you for the multimedia team. And we began our session today with a prayer, so let's end it with a prayer. To Cornelia, please lead us in a prayer.
Okay, judges and participants and also the committee, before we end our session today, let's pray together. I will lead the prayer in Christian. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, as we come to the end of our time together, thank you for your blessing to what has been accomplished here today. Now we're going to continue our activity. May your blessing always be with us. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Well, thank you, Cornelia, for the prayer. And thank you for everyone that made this session went really well. And big shout out to Nasmoko, Oti Fried Chicken, Redland Property, Arta Transmega, Telu Logistik Indonesia, Alphalink, Kodokami, and Tonggo Bakery as the sponsors for EBA 2022. I am Irene, as your MC today. Want to apologize if there is any mistake I made in the session today. It has been my pleasure to host this event. I wish you all the best, and don't forget to watch the grand final of EBA 2022 that will be held on 25th June 2022. And for the first 2 years, the grand final will be held offline on Theater of Thomas Aquinas. So, make sure to grab your ticket ASAP and see you on the most prestigious and awaited event Grand Final EBA 2022. Let's see who will be the next icon of economy and business faculty. See you!